Hi, this is LatN. Hope everyone is staying safe, and we're back with Software Inc. Beta 1.5.6 with a playthrough in reference to answering a question that I received on my last video in reference to company takeovers. The question was, what's the point of a takeover and how does it work? And there's more to the question. So I'll basically post the question here. We'll get into it after the intro. Okay, here we are, August 1991. We have 63.1 available funds, 137.7 in bonds, 21.8 in stocks, 151.8 in subsidiaries, 1.7 in plots, for a total of 376,341. So we're going to look at our subs and answer the question, what are subs and what do we use them for? So if we look at our net worth, we're basically 372.6 million. So we're on top. Our subs, if we go look at them, we go here, we go to yes, give it our subs. Shark Hexel Interactive has 111.7 mil. Bad Rope Incorporated has 40 billion. And the products for Shark Hexel is Music Rocks. We've seen that before. We basically moved the framework and moved that over to them so they could release it. That was in the last video. And Bad Box is doing games. So what's the game plan for Endgame? My game plan for Endgame is going to be as follows. Start to process all the software we have in our releases. If we go to releases, we're going to see we have quite a bit of software. Order. We have operating systems, we have games, antivirus to the editors. The antivirus, a result of a takeover. Somebody went out of business, and we go to the news here. Go back a few months. If you ever want to catch up to what happened in your last few playthroughs, here it is. Here's the history. Okay, here we are. Stark Studios bought out. Stark Studio has been acquired by LatN Strategy for next to nothing, along with 2 original IPs. We expect plenty of job seekers to enter the market over the next month. Now, these guys actually, we did not acquire them. They went out of business, and we owned enough stocks and acquired it that way. It wasn't something that I went seeking. So that's why, if we look at my releases and we look at creator, no, antiviruses, that's what we acquire from them, mostly antiviruses. These games, I think 2 games. Unless that was from another acquirer. So that's how you wind up with software. And this stuff is, I'll just probably trade it off to whoever wants it. And it looks like they had a lead designer who had IP rights, because that's Simon Watkins also gets a cut of this if I do sell it. 349,000. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. Not a subject for this. We're going to continue to invest in upcoming, anything up out here. We're going to continue to invest. I'm going to continue to look at these, and we're going to continue to invest. This is a light where we're going to continue to invest. How much are there? We have 63 mil. There's 6 mil. What products do they have? Software, operating system, great. And they're making money. So they're a good prospect. So we're going to continue to do this. I'll do all these offline, go through them. And that's basically what I'm doing there, is getting subs that I can push applications off to and have them develop it. My end goal is to just do hardware. I want to be just doing hardware research, digital store, marketing, and support. And that's about it. That's what I'm looking to do. We're going to start moving our apps to our subs. Let's go look at what do we have here that we can trade off. Okay, we're going to go to Shark Hexel, which is our sub. We're going to go to products. They have MusicVox. They released this in 1988. It was great, inspiring, and they made 119 million. Now, what do I want to do? I want to make a sequel to this. So can you make a sequel to it if they have it? Trade the IP. Trade IP that puts that back into our possession. This is one of the things you can do. This MusicVox back in our possession. And what I want to do now, the reason I traded it back is because I want to make a sequel. And let me get this all set up, and then I'll bring you guys right back. Okay, so I have this all set up to go. MusicVox Pro Audio Tool $94.99 MusicVox. And the reason I know I could have a sub do it, it tells you right here. It tells you subsidiary. So you select the subsidiary you want, and they'll only show up here if they're capable of doing this product. They're not capable, they will not show up there. So we're going to go next. Added all our OSS plus 12 blinds, and we own part of that company. And we selected a 2D editor that we own part of the company also. So auto balance this, next. Finally, Shark Hexel, click develop. And you see me do this before, and now it's in their queue. So what's one of the things that you can do, and I think I showed that in the last video also. Then you take this is the new part. You take this and trade it to your subsidiary, so it goes back to them. They have it back in their possession. And we go to details. Oh, look, they were creating something already. I should have checked that first, but that's okay. Quattro Shop. So basically, they'll finish this 3D editor, and then they'll do MusicVox. If they have something here like another audio, and it was just recently put up, and it was in development, and I wanted this to take preference, I would just cancel what they had. So this is the 3D editor, which does not conflict with my audio. So that's it. They're going to develop that going forward. That's one of the things that you can do. And if you ever want to find out what can my subsidiary do, just come in here to Design Doc, select what you want, and if it's available for one of your subs, they're able to do it, it will show up here. So let's go to games. We know games are available for the subs because our sub, Bad Boy, if we wanted to add games to them to develop, we would add them here. You select it here. Go through I usually select it, go through the whole step, get everything set up, and at the end, after you've double checked everything, can develop, and boom, it goes off to them. This part you've seen before. Now, if you've moved the game to them, they've released one, and you want to make a sequel, you do the same thing, to transfer it back and forth to transfer IP. And the other thing that they could do is they could do reviews for you, which we've gotten away from reviews. Now we're doing a pixel editor, so we'll be able to review this. Once they do a review, they'll do a review for free. And I've shown that to you guys before. That's it. So let's move on. Let's move on to December of 92. Okay, at this point we're at 211.5 mil. We have 141.4 in bonds, 37.5 in stocks, 220.2 in subsidiaries, 1.7 in lots, a total of 612.6 mil. We passed the $500 million mark. So this is December of 1992. But we want to see here, where are we? What's happening? Where are subsidiaries doing? We're still number one on the worth. And another thing I want you guys to you should be doing also is, where's my sub? They're here. Details. Music Vox, still not released. Grab remote joystick. Now they're doing a joystick also. These guys are busy. And my game developer. ST Tycoon, the deluxe add-ons. They have 2 in development, so I'm not going to add anything to them for development. I would have added something. Now, I want to basically I wanted to get rid of OSs. So let's go see. I'm having to do OSs. My game plan is only do hardware at the end. So if we go here into all releases, sorted by operating systems, sorted by PC or computer. The next thing I want to do is most active. Who's the most active? Okay, Lightware. Lightware is the most active. They profited $348 million in their last release. They have a visionary designer. They have 3.2, in fact, it's 3.3 million active users. So I'm interested. So you want to go to details, find the owner, and there they are, Lightware. And you want to go to details here. Whoa, look at this. So in preparation for our exit, minimizing everything, we have 211.5 million. If we buy this 1,446 shares, these private investors, we're well on our way to one day hopefully taking this company over. When we take it over, time will tell. Limited investing in them. Continue to invest in them, continue to watch them. If you want to take them over, that's part of your game plan. And it is for me. OSs, I want to hand them over to somebody. Part of the game plan. So we're going to move ahead. Let's move further ahead to 1996. In fact, what you should always do is check the news too. So anytime you see this, that means there's going to be a lot of people available for work in the marketplace. And nothing really here. Large growth for Space Now. I've kept an eye on those guys too. Large growth for Lightware. We know we just bought into them. I wish I had seen that earlier. But yeah, what month is that? That's why it's good to check these. Lightware, large growth this month for Lightware. So let's move forward. Let's go compared to 1996 maybe. Okay, here we are in 1996, January 1996. We have 72.8 mil available funds, 100.5 mil in bonds, 142.8 mil in stocks, 1,113 in subsidiaries, 1,757 in plots for a total of 1,430 million. We've arrived. We've broke the $1 billion mark, folks. That's what it's all about. Let's go look at our releases first. And you're going to see something you've never seen before, what I call a mess. This is all too much to manage. So what do we want to do? How am I going to manage all of this? That's when the subs comes in. Remember, the game plan is move everything that we're not going to design and develop over to our subs, have them do it. And that is how they continue to move up with us. The more money they make, the more money we make. Okay, so here we are. 1.3 billion for LatN strategy. AdVope is at 462 million. Dark Hexer Interactive is at 417 million. And Lightware is at 233 million. And yes, we did take them over. They presented themselves with the opportunity and we took them over. So they are part of a subsidiary now. So we now have somebody to push all our games to 2D, 3D, and audio, and all our OSs, the OSs to them. Let's go get that started. This is the best way to do this. Sort these by games, and we're going to take all the games. Can I do a mass move? I'm going to try something with them before. You know why I try these things? Because I can. I'm able to do so. Yeah, you select more than one at a time. If you got a trade IP, transfer. Boom, it works. I want them to do all the games. I want them to have all the fun. Transfer. But all those have been transferred. What's next? To the editors. Trade IP, transfer. Next one is going to be computer OS. 2, 3, 4. Bye-bye. Trade IP, transfer. Now, the only thing I should have here is console. Add-ons. Joysticks I'll keep. That's hardware. Not a problem. Frameworks, we're going to do the same thing. Anything that's 2D, transfer. And you get the idea. Let me go through this and get all this cleaned up, and then I'll bring you guys right back. Okay, I'm going to brought you guys back to give you a quick tip. What's left is the antivirus, the console operating system, Office software, and all the games. We're going to select all the games, or all of them. Office and antivirus, we have nobody to transfer this to. We could basically sell it, but I don't want to do that. And console operating, that's what we're going to be doing, so we want to keep that. Select all these. Select the first one, hold your shift button, select the last one, red IP, transfer. Quick and easy. So now we go back to products. Only thing here is console, add-ons, our joysticks, which is basically hardware, and that's what we're going to be doing. And antivirus, we saw this is antivirus, console, and Office software. And we're going to be shopping around for somebody to our antivirus. And I don't mean do it for themselves. They're going to do it as a sub in Office software. So we'll be shopping for that. So we are in 1996 still. And I think we have game releases coming up, if I'm not mistaken. Games, options. No games. We took care of the games. No, we did not take care of the games. The games are gone because we transferred them, the original over. And some of those games were equals, so they went, anything we had in development went over with it. That's 1996. How much damage have we done? So let's go move on to the next year and see what we can do there. Okay, we've come up to December 1997. 6.7 million physical, 322 in bonds, 141.7 in stocks, 1.9 billion in subs, a mil 7 in plots for a total of $2.4 billion. We're almost there, folks. We are almost there. Let's go look at our subs. So we're at the lead, 2.4. Stock Hexel is at 723 million. So they're almost at $1 billion mark. And where is our next guy? Bad Vote is at 938 million. They're almost to the $1 billion mark. And Lightwear is right behind them at 318 million. Those are all our subs. I said before, you could just hit yes here. And I'll show you the subs. 723, 938, and 318. I wonder why that is that. So remember, the end goal is, all we want to be doing is we've given all our subs, all our applications to our subs to do. We just have joysticks. And the only joysticks you don't see here that were not ours, I've sold them. In frameworks, we still have console, antivirus, and software, because I'm still chasing antivirus and I'm still chasing in Office. And we're still doing the daily buying new companies, whatever, anything that's out there, we're still doing this. This is something that we will always be doing. Oh, look, Space, what are they doing? $75 million. What did they release? Operating system, great. We have an operating system, and this is a phone, so we're not interested in them. We have somebody, we don't want to give up our phone, so we're not going to buy into them. Not in the card. This, we own Gear Studios, have a chance to buy more. We're only at 11.6 mil 7 operating costs, so I don't want to spend any money here. So we're doing patents, support for our digital distribution, and we're doing hardware, and we're designing none, developing 2 products. So we're developing 2 products, and we can't add anything else. So in a situation like this, this thing comes out in 2001, this thing comes out in 1999. And our design teams are not doing anything, so we could go to deals. Oh, we have 2 hosting deals. We'll take those every day of the week, except, and find a design deal, making a lot of money. That's 2000. When are these releases? 1999. When's mobile releases in 1999? So we could take this. It's an operating system. We could take it if we want. I prefer not to take anything we're basically into. If there was an antivirus or Office software, I would jump on it. We could take this if you want. You could take this. It'll be done in 2000. In 1999, when mobile will be ready, we're going back into development in 2000. In October 2000, you could wait to January 2000. Get rid of this. Well, not get rid of it. Pass this on to the core team and continue with your Wins Mobile Pro or whatever you want to do next. That would be the strategy there. But we're doing digital. We're 30% in digital distribution. And we're doing manufacturing deals, printing deals, hosting deals. And you could do design deals if you want. If your team has nothing else to design, because we have both hardware and development. There's no other hardware out there. Only the console and the phone. They're both in development. There's nothing else for your design teams to do. So you could put them on deals. So that's it. That's covered. We have we're covering hardware and design and development. We're covering printing, manufacturing deals, hosting, all plus research and patents. And we're in December, so all our research done in 97 being system. So 1997 is covered. Look at our market recognition. Where is that for everything? We have 6.2 million fans. So I'm going to move into 2000. Let's go as far as 2001 and see where we're at there. Okay, here we are in January 2001. 31.5 operating costs. We have 808 mil in bonds, 226 mil in stocks. We have 3 billion in subs, 1.5 million in slots, for a total of 4 bill. We've hit the $4 billion mark, folks. And if you notice, we're in a what we call modest office space. We've moved to a more modest office space to accommodate our smaller teams. And we're going to check the news to see what's happened in the last few years. That was a great source to see what's going on. Large growth for LatN strategy. Full Pass Studios. We got an eye on them too. Prime Fire Interactive taking over. Anytime somebody's taking over, remember, the influx of employees in the market. Clear Studios again. Skip Akar, another company we're watching. Reviewing X Pro. Okay, let's go to X Pro. I'll show you what happened with X Pro. If you do go to add-ons, there's an X Pro here with G-Box Pro operating system. And there's an X Pro here, joystick for Play Unit. We developed a joystick for Play Unit that's been making us some good money. We're 50 mil in profits. And G-Box Pro released November 99. And the joystick has not been selling as well, but we'll get there. And in hindsight, I should have changed the name to SS Beam Pro, and SS is the name of the company that this belongs to. Anyway, we built this for another company for a unit. They're making us so you could manufacture. Remember, we're manufacturing for ourselves and for other companies also. We could take a view of our accommodations here. This is really the senior people, our founders. They're sharing offices here, and one office here, one office here. There's their own public bathroom, the big meeting room. So we've gotten there. I have this furniture is mod tables, all the mod. That's 2001. So what's next? We're going to advance over to 2002. Good things happened in 2002, which is going to set us up for the next video. Let's move there now. And you guys right back. Okay, we are back. Strategies net worth is $4.2 billion. AdVope's net worth is $1.4 billion. Dark Hexel Interactive is $1.3 billion. And Limeware is at $487 million. So what are we going to do? Quantification is that the plans are that we want to add subs in all the markets. The only two markets that we have frameworks for, antivirus and Office, and those are the only two markets that we're not in at the time. So we're going to prep and see where we are with these. Are these doable or not doable? We're going to see and move into that in the next video. First, let's take a quick look. Office, most active, Massport, and Erase. Each gets released December and April. What about antivirus? Who's in the antivirus? Oh, LAM Digital. I think we own part of LAM Digital. Details. Find the owner. Details. Yeah. Private investor owns 28 billion of these. We have 17.6 billion. Let's buy some of it. So the game plan is, can we buy these guys? And if we do buy them out, we don't have enough. There's not enough in the market. Well, yes, we may have enough in the market. Okay, we're going to find out if we have enough in the market in the next video. So, but now I'm curious as to what's going on with these other two guys, because they look like those names I do know. Microsoft released in 2000. They're good, inspiring, yes. 299 active users, so they have the most active users. Erase, Shop, inspiring, yes. 141 active users, and they have a lower price. They're making more money though. Who do we want to go with? And the best thing to do is find out who do we have shares in, and we open this at the same time. Sure, we can. Okay, so it's Microsoft products. So look at them. They got 56 mil owned by private investors. We own 719 shares. So that is a possibility, but we still won't have enough to take them over. So, erase shop details. Whoa, erase shop. Guess what, folks? We've slowly been picking at these guys because their products have been great. They're for a few good. I think 97 was the last time we looked at them. They had a great. They had a great, but they're able to produce great. What are these guys releasing? It's good and mediocre. That's a no-brainer. We're into erase. So it looks like erase. We need $106 million to take these guys over. So we're going to create a strategy for how to take these over, both for the Office software and the antivirus in the next video. I hope this little trip through the years of what you can do with subs, and you could actually just take a company over. But if a company is producing good quality applications that are making money, why take them over? Why give yourself all that work to continue that on when you can just do hosting, printing, and manufacturing? In fact, we could possibly even go as far as finding somebody to do a hardware. Who would do hardware? Application hardware. Who would do it? One company who's doing it both. Operating systems. Console. There's 20 of them out there. Last release, 2001. Box. Unavoidable. They haven't made any money yet because they released. No, they released in October and it was just good. So these guys are doing great. Spark is doing great also. In fact, these guys are doing outstanding. Spark is doing great. So we could look at these guys and see if we want to give the software to them, and then we'll just do deals, digital distribution, research, and get a more modest building. Downsize. Okay, we're going to leave it there. Hopefully you guys got something out of these little run through the years of what to do with subs, how to trade IPs, how to get rid of all the mess that you pick up when you want. These frameworks, we could either use them by transferring them over to whoever we take over, or we can sell them. If in fact, can we sell them? Nobody wants them. They're too old. Okay, we're going to leave it there. So stay safe. Keep those around you safe.